Did my husband bribe me into cleaning the house today? Yes. But did that mean that I got to go to Hobby Lobby? Yes. So I was really struggling with wanting to clean the house today. My husband said that if I get it done, he'll give me some spending money, and I took it upon myself to go and spend every single cent of it at the craft store. To be fair, 90% of these things I did need for Christmas gifts, so I was gonna kind of spend the money anyway because I'm making all my Christmas gifts, which I am very far behind. It is almost the end of November, and I have not started a single thing. We get to go through my lovely little $200 Hobby Lobby haul and show you everything that I got, and there's a couple of like gift giving ideas in this video as well, and kind of some things that maybe you might want to make for people for Christmas or just as a gift in general. I'm having to be a little extra quiet because my husband's home and I hate recording when he's here because it makes me insanely uncomfortable. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Let's go ahead and get into this haul. So, like I said, I did not need any more hobbies. I really should have just went in and got some stuff for decorating and some Christmas gift stuff, but you know, I just have to be extra. I decided I want to embroider the names on all the stockings for the men in my family. Do I know how to do embroidery by hand? Absolutely not, but I'm gonna learn. So, also, if you are a family, stop watching this video because you're gonna ruin it for yourself. And if you want to ruin it for yourself, go right on ahead. But there's gonna be a lot of discussion about who is getting what and what things for Christmas in this video, so do with that information what you will. Okay, also, I am extremely tired. I don't know why I think it's a good idea to film these videos at night, but I just went today and I want to use these supplies, so I figured why not just go ahead and film this video now so I can use them all and not have to wait till tomorrow. Okay, first things first. I have a giant bag. Also, this is very much like mixed crafting, so I'm sure there's something in here for everybody if you're like kind of looking for some ideas on what to make for people for Christmas, but I'm gonna say the bulk of this up front is fabric. So it's mostly quilting and sewing, but there's some other things, so stick around to see the other stuff. I promise there's more than just quilting and sewing. You know, I tried clipping this to my shirt and then the audio sounded terrible because I don't know how to adjust anything with this little mic yet, but so this is gonna be kind of interesting to show you everything that I have, but okay, first things first is fabric. This might not seem like a lot, because it's really not, but it also is whenever you and the person at the cut counter tend to have really good conversation and it takes you like 30 minutes to get this much fabric cut out, and that's not a complaint. I enjoy it because I'm a hermit and I like talking to people, but here is all my fabric. The first thing I got, and don't ever skip out on the little remnants bin that's at the cut counter at Hobby Lobby. Absolutely love it. I have found so much scrap fabric there. First is this. I'm thinking about potentially using this to make one of the stockings, but I'm also not quite sure yet. I guess I'll put pictures on the screen to kind of show you what I'm talking about when I mention a specific thing I'm wanting to make. I am making these hand-quilted stockings for all the men in the family and putting things in them that they like, because most of the men in my family wouldn't really want like a book cover or a makeup bag, so I'm kind of just making them something kind of special and homemade so they get something homemade from me, and also just filling it with things that they're gonna like. And then I have these two fabrics, which I got for the stockings as well. Just a simple red and white stripe pattern, and then this really pretty one. It's more off-white, but I really like this one. I actually think I might go back for it. It's only like $5 a yard, and I got it for 30% off because the fabric was on sale today. I think those are gonna be really nice, and with the stockings, I want to embroider their names on them, but I'll show you what I got to do that in a little bit. I don't really know what I'm using to make for who. I just kind of picked up nice fabric and just ran with it. I forget what the stuff is called, but it is some of my favorite fabric ever because it's just like very airy and light, and I think it's very feminine and kind of like cutesy or whatever, so I wanted to get some. I think I got a yard of this. Like I said, I don't really know if I have a specific use for it yet, but I am making a bunch of these quilted makeup bags for a lot of the women in my family, and I think they're gonna come out really cute, and I think I might use some of this if I make one, and I'll show you in just a second. I think this will look really cute with some of the fabrics that I picked. Okay, I love this print. This reminds me for some reason of like when I was a kid, just like the color scheme. I don't know if anybody else is going to relate to this, but it's something about these colors, and if you can tell me why this would be appealing to someone who was born in 2001, please let me know, because I don't know why this reminds me of my childhood so much, but it does. Like, it's something about the colors. Maybe it's like I don't know. I was thinking maybe because of the brown and pink thing, but there's something about the flowers specifically and the shades. Maybe it was just like a popular color scheme, but I don't know. It's giving like 2006 super hard. And I love this. I don't know what I'm going to use it on. It's probably going to go in a bag, but I don't know whose bag. Maybe my mom's. I don't know. I'll have to ask my sister about that and what she thinks. But this is one of them, and this is one of my favorites that I got. Now, this next one, I'm pretty sure they sold at Joann's. A couple of these actually. I actually have one of the first fabrics I ever bought for myself. It's from Joann's. I know that for a fact because I worked there, and I'm looking at it, and I know it came from Joann's. And the person at the counter told me that they got some of the stock from their warehouse. They don't know if they'll be able to continue getting it in the future, but I had to buy some. And these next two, I know for a fact I bought at Joann's 3-4 years ago. First is this blue and yellow floral. I love a good floral, especially if it's like the tiny, like vintage, like antique-y looking floral, which is really hard to find, unfortunately. And this is the one that I am almost certain that I bought at Joann's when I worked there, and I never thought I would see it again. And I wish I would have known what I made with this originally, but I had to buy it. It's like this, it's more gold in person, but it's just like these tiny little flowers, and I know for a fact that I had bought some of this from Joann's. Okay, these next three are probably some of my favorite fabrics I've ever found, and if I would have had a little bit of a bigger budget, I definitely would have gotten more. Most of these I got a full yard of, except for the striped ones. I got 1.5 yards because I need to make multiple stockings, and maybe, I don't know, it's not important, but I'm really starting to like bows again. I'm like, for some reason, taking this huge leap into like girly territory, which has always been a part of my personality, but it's like coming on heavy. And I think it's because we're trying to look to buy a house, and we've been dreaming of having a homestead, and I think that the reality of that is coming to fruition sooner than I ever thought it would. And I've always liked the idea of having like a super frilly, girly, not modern farmhouse. That is a disgrace. But just like, I don't know, like a girly vintage bookstore / farm stand / flower shop, I guess, is how you would kind of like mesh those things together. And I think that that's like gonna be a possibility soon, and so I guess I'm leaning more into that because that's how I kind of want to design my like whole house and homestead around. But look at that. Isn't that so cute? Wouldn't that make like some really cute makeup bags, or like a hot tool bag or something, if I lined it with like 100% cotton, used 100% cotton thread, and then I could put cotton batting in it so you could like throw your hot tools in when you're traveling, and I think that'd be really, really cool. And I think that'd be a very cute Christmas gift idea. The next one is these strawberries, and it has these little bows on it too. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. I think I might use this one for my sister, but I don't know, because she sent me a color palette, and the pink is matching, but I don't know. Maybe I'll send her like a close-up of the fabric and just say, hey, yo, do you like this? Can I make you a Christmas gift with it? And see what she says. And then the next one is just another bow. I am feeling really selfish about this one. I want to keep this one. I want to keep every single bit of it, but I think I'm going to use it to make either a makeup bag or some quilted bookmarks with this one. Okay, I have 2 more pieces of fabric to show you. Okay, I'm a little sad about this one, and if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I really like gingham and I really like checks, and wouldn't these make the cutest tie blanket you've ever seen? Oh my god. Now, I did buy this with the intention of making it for my sister and then using the bow fabric to make her a makeup or hot tool bag and some little coasters for her bedroom. But I'm feeling very selfish this holiday season, and I want to keep it for myself. I don't know. Again, I need to send her pictures of these fabrics and see if she even likes them, because if she doesn't like these, then it is a 100% hell yes for me. Also, I have more than one sister, so this may get a little bit confusing as time goes on. That concludes the fabric selection. I love every single piece of fabric I got, and if I wasn't making Christmas gifts, I have a million things that I would like to make with those things, but I think they're going to be very special. I'm a fabric hoarder. Just a little bit. I also don't know where I'm going to put any of these things. Also, if you'd like to see the video I made about reorganizing and setting up my craft room. I posted that last week. This is an RV. I live in an RV, and I kind of did like a video about me setting up my little craft space that I have in here. If you're interested in that, you can go check it out. I'll put it in the description, and it should be the video before this one if things go according to plan, but it will be in one of my more recent posts. Okay, I also forgot about something. Okay, I also got some of this trim, and I don't really want to take it out of the bag, but I think you can kind of see what it is. I think it would be so cute. Wouldn't that not be adorable on the outside of those makeup bags? It kind of gives like that vintage vibe to me. Okay, before we get into the other things that I have that is for Christmas gifts specifically, I have a couple of things that I'm excited to share about that are for my own like holiday decorating and things like that I just could not pass up. Everything was 50% off in the Christmas selection, even on the craft supplies, and I went a little bit crazy. But I think for this one, I'm just gonna do like a quick little montage of me like holding it up to the screen and you seeing it, because I need both of my hands. So I'm gonna do that. Just give me 1 second. I lied. I don't want to do that. That's boring. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna show you like one thing at a time. So I got, this is really cute. It's a little gingerbread house, but it's made out of like craft foam, and I think that'd be really fun for me and my husband to make together. I also got, I made a Halloween paper chain, and I have a bunch of construction paper, but I saw these Christmas ones with like these Christmas printed paper, and I thought I would get some of that. Isn't that so cute? I think I could get a lot of use out of this, because I'm also going to hand make my Christmas cards this year. I think I just want this year to be all about like handmade things and just giving something a little bit special, a little bit more special than I normally do for Christmas, especially because I have been traveling for the last 2 Christmases, and I haven't been able to give everything I have towards making my Christmas gifts the last few years, so I'm trying to make this year a little bit more special. So my Christmas cards, I do have some Christmas cards, but like I'm going to like decorate them, if that makes sense. Speaking of that, these are the cards that I picked to use. You can see on the bottom all the different like prints and stuff like that. Here's a little view from the side from some of the cards. And there's 50 of them, so I know I'll have plenty. I think the most expensive part of this is going to be buying the stamps to mail all these out for the people that I can't give them to personally. But yeah, I think these are really cute. I also got this washi tape roll that I thought was really nice. I'm really trying to rebuild a lot of my stationery supplies, because I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and then whenever we moved into the RV, I got rid of a lot of things, and I finally found like a system to where I can actually store all of this stuff. So I'm trying to restock up on stuff like this. This is the only washi tape I have right now, but we'll make it work. I'm pulling the bag into my lap because a lot of the next couple of things are really small, but they all kind of go around these little felt trees. I really wanted this year to be apparently everything DIY. And I thought it'd be really cute for me and my husband to get 2 of these trees and decorate them and make our own little garland with them. And so I bought a bunch of stuff so that we could decorate our trees. I got these little bows, these like pom-poms in all different colors. So you have the white ones, and these red ones I think are really cute too, red and green. Look, I even got some little gold stars. And then there were these mini pom-poms. These weren't part of the Christmas stuff, but they were 99 cents, so I kind of had to get them. I wanted to get some like beads that they had that were like Christmas ornaments, but I didn't want to pay $3. Well, I guess it'd been $1.50 for them, but I didn't want to pay for those, so I got these little bells. I think they'll work as Christmas ornaments. And then something that I feel like you can never go wrong with when it comes to like DIY Christmas decor is pipe cleaners. And I thought these were really cute because they're the red and white stripe, and I don't have to hand twist them myself. So that's super cute. And then the last thing in the bag are these little pom-poms, because I have this garland back here that I want to kind of like spice up a little bit more, make it a little bit more like Christmassy looking instead of just like green. So I got these little pom-poms, and then I have some craft felt that I didn't buy from Hobby Lobby, but I want to make some gingerbread men and make them into a garland and hang them back here, so the back of my videos is a little bit more festive. But I did get these. One of these is for the garlands in my living room, and then one of them's for in here. Okay, some of this stuff is for organizing some of the stuff that I already have, and for some of the stuff that I just bought, but we're gonna start out with this, which is just a needlework organizer. I always thought it was an embroidery floss organizer because that is what my grandmother used it for, but I bought this because I know, knowing me, I go full swing into hobbies when I'm trying them, even if I'm trying them new, which I know can be a bad thing, but I do force myself to learn it before giving up on it, and I very rarely give up on the hobby, so I needed something like this because I bought a buttload of embroidery floss. Thank you. So there's that. This box I paid 99 cents for because I needed a place to put the embroidery floss that was not unraveled and put on the, what are they called? They're called bolts, but like what kind of bolts are they called? I don't know, but this is for the embroidery thread that I have split in half and need a place to store. This is for embroidery floss that's still in its original packaging and hasn't been messed with or sorted. Okay. I didn't realize how gross this one was whenever I was leaving the store, that I actually had to run back across the store and grab one because the one I had was broken. But this is for my already pre-made 9x9 Christmas quilt squares. I may have showed those in my last video, but I am making my very first Christmas quilt and I need a place to store all the little pieces, and I also need a place to store all of the pre-cut squares that I have left over from this project so I can make a different quilt in the future, and that is where the second box comes in, but it's full of a million things. Okay, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I bought these letters, these iron-on transfer letters, so that I could do the names on the stockings, and I could be totally wrong about this, but I figured this oval loop would be the best because I have an embroidery hoop somewhere else. It's a wooden one, but it's really, really small, and I figured if I could get the names to fit inside of this would be awesome because I don't have to constantly readjust the fabric. I will say, I have done some form of embroidery before, like cross-stitching, but not the cross-stitching that's like the tiny scale, like the ones with the actual like X's. Turns out they don't sell the iron-on transfer stuff for that anywhere, at least not anywhere I've seen in the last like 2 years, which is devastating because I really wanted them to be like a vintagey feel where they had the cross-stitch letters and stuff like that, but I couldn't find them anywhere, and they're $6 on Amazon. I don't want to spend $6 on a pattern. These were $1.99. I don't know how to do these though, so that's where the whole learning how to do actual embroidery comes in, because this is completely different and the stitching is going to be different because they're like straight, like modern letters. But anyway, to go with that, I got 3 bags of embroidery floss, and each one of these bags, I'm pretty sure, has 36 different skeins. So, but I got all kinds of colors because I figured like these two are more like the colors that I would use, but I figured like I'm making stockings for men and they're gonna want more like earth tones to theirs, so I guess those are kind of extra. But now do you understand hence why I needed all the storage for this stuff? I don't have anywhere to put these things. I'm just gonna put them in the bag. Floss bobbins. These are called floss bobbins. I got 2 packs of these because I know I'm gonna need them. And you know, whenever I was a kid, when my grandmother was teaching me how to cross stitch, I remember her telling me that these were kind of expensive. For even the paper ones. I don't even know if there were plastic ones at the time, because that was a long time ago. But like I'm pretty sure I started doing cross stitching when I was like 9, and I'm 24 now. But I don't know, I just vaguely remember these being more expensive than 99 cents for a pack of 25, but I guess they're not. But you can also cut these out yourself out of cardboard or cardstock because that's what we used to do, or we would just buy the paper ones. But yeah, I got 2 packs of those. Also, I didn't know what size to get for the needle, and I didn't have really good cell service, so I got size 20 embroidery needles. I hope that this is fine. If not, I have plenty of other needles I can probably go through. I just don't know what their gauge sizes are because they're like in a tin. Also, all of Fisker stuff was 40% off, so I got another ruler. It's just a little bit bigger, and I think I would like to have 6-inch squares instead of, I think, what do I have, a 4-inch square. That's what that one is up there. I have a 4-inch square, and I don't really like the size of it. I feel like it's a little bit too tedious for me for like a basic quilt, and I'm wanting to use this one for my scrap quilt of all my leftover like more plain like neutral tone colors after Christmas. So I think this is going to come in handy. And then I don't know if anybody else even cares about this, but I love thread. I have my thread collection, if you want to call it that, over there, but I got a couple of really nice colors. I picked this one to go with the yellow and blue floral pattern. This one for the pink bows. These because you can never have enough pink in your life. and I am in constant need of off-white thread when I am machine quilting. So yeah. And then my box. Okay, I know this video was probably a little bit more low energy than normal. I'm very, very tired. That's everything that I got in my Hobby Lobby haul. I know that if I would have went on a week without the sale, I would be crying right now, because almost every single thing besides 2 things that I got were not on sale, and everything was 30 to 50% off. So that saved my life. But I'm sorry about the lack of energy in this video. I am working a lot on these YouTube videos. I took a long break, decided I wanted to come back and be full-time, and ended up realizing at the time I announced wanting to go full-time, I now have to go to Texas this upcoming week for Thanksgiving, and then I'm going right back home to Texas in I think a week and a half, 2 weeks after I get back. So I need to get all of my videos done now. And I still need to find time to make all of these Christmas gifts, so I would keep your eye out for a video on me actually working on getting these Christmas gifts done, because I'm in a time crunch and I'm sure it will get very chaotic. But again, keep your eye out for upcoming videos, because there's going to be a lot. We are doing this, we are going full time, and I'm determined to make a career out of this, because 14-year-old me would be very excited to know that I am actually posting on YouTube now. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get out of here and get started on some of these Christmas gifts. If you would like to keep up with the things that I'm making over the next couple of weeks, follow me on Instagram, because I'm gonna be posting all these completed projects on my story. I'll put the link in the description down below. My new posting schedule is every Friday and every other Monday, so hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of those videos. I feel like my brain is short-circuiting. I'm really struggling to speak right now for some reason. I need some caffeine. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!